I got to ask some tough questions, man, and I hope you don't get offended. But a lot of people are really, really worried about you. Based on the appearance of your legs, you're going to develop gangrene. You're going to have to be a dual amputee. Is that something you're looking forward to?
That's not caused by that. That's different stuff down there.
Doug, look at the situation. Maybe you're not grasping reality right now, but I'm telling you right now, you are swollen from the foot to your knee on both sides.
Blood.
It's blood. All right.
Blood.
Well,
Blood.
okay. So you're saying you've been to the hospital many times and they haven't done anything to treat that.
There's nothing to treat that, that's it.
Okay, so it just happens because that's the way normal things go. Do you know on your left leg and the back side of your leg that you have a leaking wound?
A little bit, yeah.
The point is you gotta, take care of yourself. I mean, the hard thing is, and I hate to even ask, is, why don't you throw the other foot in there?
That's what I'm thinking today.
All right. I mean, have you given up? I mean, do you feel that, whatever happens, happens, and I'm good with it? Perhaps hope is on the horizon. Well, I mean, hope is always there, but maybe better things. All right, we're gonna sign out, man. I hope you enjoy this, and sorry if you got, angry with me, but somebody's got to do it. Good morning, friends. Well, I gotta say, I've had AC problems here at the house now for the last few days, and I've been testing and diagnosing and learning about this particular system because there's no techs available for another week, and it's going to be expensive. And then I realized, well, let me tell you this. First of all, it's miserable when you don't have AC. You don't realize how much you miss it until it's gone. With that being said, it made me realize, you know what? I see people every day that they wish they had that problem. Oh, AC's broke? No problem. As long as I got a place to stay, so I have no reason to complain. Is it uncomfortable? Yes. Is it life essential? Probably not. Not to me. Maybe my elderly mother, with a laundry list of medical things, and this heat's not doing any favors. But all right, I'm gonna go see Doug. I got some more goodies for him, and we're gonna hang out here just for a minute and see what's going on. All right, guys, we're back at the stay lodge. I don't think anybody really cares who knows where Doug is. I mean, in regards to trying to rob them and whatnot. All right, guys, check it out. I really can't remember if this is day 3 or 4. Been preoccupied. We're gonna see what Mr. Doug's up to. I'm sure he's here. Doesn't have a ton of options. I might have to break out the tough questions. A lot of people have been emailing me and saying, hey man, what's up, big man? How you doing, buddy? You all right? Is it all right to come in?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. How's that foot massager working out for you?
I ain't tried yet. I'm going to today.
You are? All right. I know you're not able to get out of the tub, but you got hot water for your shower?
Yeah, I need towels though.
You need towels? There's in the bag. I brought them to you. They don't have towels here?
I have one towel. I ain't used that the first day.
Okay.
I'll find it then.
Well, yeah, it's in that bag. I don't have any additional towels per se. All right. Well, here's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Here's some Epsom salt. You don't need much. 3 tablespoons in a gallon of water in the water treatment massaging foot bath, which you definitely need, because I can't cut your nails without it. I just can't do it. You can stay right on the bed, plug it in, set it on the floor, and go from there. All right, let me sit down. I got to talk to you about something. I'm going to set the Epsom salt right over here.
All right.
This shower's completely dry. He hasn't been in the shower. I mean, it is dry. Dry. All right, this is a different deal altogether. All right, hold on a second. You haven't used any of the new clothes?
Not yet, I'm going to.
Yeah? Well, it's a couple days now. I mean,
Yeah, it's about time to do it too. I
well,
don't have a lot of that stuff, so I kind of stretch it out.
well, I guess my opinion would be is if, you know, if I take a nice hot shower, then I'll change into some, you know, fresh clothing.
Yeah.
But it's up to you, man. You're your own man. I'm gonna grab a chair so I can sit here and talk to you for a second. I did bring you a few snacks. How you doing on waters and stuff?
Probably about somewhere around halfway.
Halfway? Mind if I grab one?
I'll go ahead.
All right, I forgot mine. I've been working on my air conditioning. Got some Cheez-Its and some Jack Links, a couple cans of Vienna sausage, and check these out. Some granola bars
Sweet.
with raisins and chocolate, I think. All right, I'm gonna set this on the counter. Have you cooked anything?
Not yet. Next time I go,
Okay. I'm getting a lot of I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, but I haven't seen any. You know, if you're not gonna use it, I'll just take a bag.
oh, I'm going to use it. I was going to think about doing it earlier, but I decided to use the top tuna instead.
Okay. Well, there's several cans of soup, as you know, et cetera, et cetera. I want you to take a look at these. These are some nylon pants. My friend Victoria sent some money for me to go buy those at Walmart, and I just picked them up. The largest they had was 3X, but they are flexible and stretchy. I don't know if that would work for you. I need that receipt just in case.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right. Well, are you going to use them?
Yeah, or not. This kind of stuff all the time.
All right. I got to ask some tough questions, man, and I hope you don't get offended. But a lot of people are really, really worried about you. Based on the appearance of your legs, you're going to develop gangrene. You're going to have to be a dual amputee. Is that something you're looking forward to?
That's not caused by that. That's different stuff down there.
Doug, look at the situation. Maybe you're not grasping reality right now, but I'm telling you right now, you are swollen from the foot to your knee on both sides.
Blood.
It's blood. All right.
Blood.
Well,
Blood.
okay. So you're saying you've been to the hospital many times and they haven't done anything to treat that.
There's nothing to treat that. That's it.
Okay, so it just happens because that's the way normal things go. Do you know on your left leg and the back side of your leg that you have a leaking wound?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. And with that being said, you haven't used a foot massage. You haven't, I don't think you've showered, to be honest. I'm just gonna call it out. because you got the same clothes on. The water, the tub is dry as can be. And I'm worried about you, man. I'll tell you what, if you want to say your last rites, I'm here to accept it. Now, if also you say your mom's living in assisted living.
Mom been dead for years.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, mistaken, different person. Because I was going to say, if you want to go, it doesn't matter. It doesn't apply here. But yeah, we got to get you trimmed up. We got to get you fixed up, and you know the whole deal. Would you like me to help you get the foot bath situated?
Sure.
It's not hard. You just pour water in it, plug it in, and put your feet in it. All right, let me ask you this. You want to sit there and do it? Or do you want to put the chair over there somewhere and sit in the chair?
Probably the chair.
Okay. Well, why don't you put the chair wherever you want, and then we'll position this right afterwards. This is a Dr. Scholl's. This is the real deal. Dude, I'm so worried about you. You don't understand how much people care about you. You know, my concern is that you don't. You know.
I'm just used to all this stuff here.
You're used to all free stuff and living in a hotel?
Right now, I'm in my leg.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean that it's okay.
Yeah, I just mean there's nothing that can be done about it.
I'm quite sure there is. They can shade back all the dead skin cells, you know, medications, you know, etc. Where are your medications? Okay. All right. Well, let's get you fixed up. At least get you soaking. You have to do this 2 or 3 times. You know. Wasn't there an outlet over here?
Yep, right there.
You said it was loose.
No, I ain't tried that one. It don't look too bad.
Okay. I'll tell you what. Let me plug this in before I do anything. Now I put the hottest water possible into the deal. Okay. Go ahead and set your feet in there and get yourself comfortable. Now, is that too hot, or can you even feel that?
Oh, how'd you feel that blanket leg at me?
Well, I will say the water is pretty damn hot.
It is real damn hot. Real hot.
All right.
It's scalding. Got just a little bit of cold water.
Yeah, let me add some cold water. Not a problem. Let's start with this guy. That might change things tremendously. How's that feel?
I really feel like it changed. Honestly.
To be honest, I'm surprised you have feeling. That's some pretty serious medical issues, my friend.
Oh God, that's hot. That's what brought me scalded.
More water. So you got a new window shade.
No, that's actually the same one. Turns out it doesn't have a cord. You just push it up or pull it down.
Huh.
I've never seen one like that.
Tell the truth, either have I. Well, problem solved.
Yeah.
All right.
It was smarter than we were. And I was walking over and was going to look out, so I kind of raised it up and just went up with it.
Nice. All right. Why don't you try again with your right foot? Now it's just give it a second.
I know.
But if you took a shower, then you should be used to this because the water is way colder than the shower now. We got to get you fixed up, man. I'm super worried about you, but you know, here's my thoughts. I'm just going to lay it out for you. You know, love it or leave it or whatever. You know, if you don't want to help yourself, I don't know what I can do for you. You know, I got a lot of friends that are worried about you. You don't even understand how many emails I get worried about you and your position. And what I'm worried about most, like one of my YouTube people said that, well, yeah, you're putting a Band-Aid on the bigger problem. The Band-Aid being the hotel. What happens when you get back out in the 100-degree weather?
Yeah, well, it don't help much, I mean, but it helps some. Honestly, it's a lot, but because it's 100 every day.
Well,
It's been rough.
well, yeah, I get it. You've been in that van for what, 3 years? All right. You don't want clippers. Now, if you cut your hair and get your beard trimmed, it'll help you save tons of temperature. I'll bring you some clippers tomorrow.
Well, I've been happy to get it.
Okay. All you gotta do is, put a box in the sink or in the mirror, underneath the mirror and make it happen.
It ain't long as I want it to be long. I've nothing to cut them with.
Well, that part's easy. I'll bring you my clippers. You know, we got to get you fixed up. We got to get you road ready. But based on the appearance of your legs, man, that's going to be gangrene. I don't care what you say. You know, I know a lot about this kind of thing, and you've got some issues. You know, you just do. I'm not saying anything you don't know, but what I'm getting at is we have to strategize and take an active role in fixing that. And you need to take a shower. I mean, I'm just saying. You say you can stand for a shower. I had asked you before we even got here, and it's.
I didn't know there was another towel in there. That time when I got in there, will not dry me out.
Well, then I guess you could air dry. I mean, the point is you gotta, take care of yourself. I mean, the hard thing is, and I hate to even ask, is, why don't you throw the other foot in there?
That's why I'm taking to that.
All right. I mean, have you given up? I mean, do you feel that, whatever happens, and I'm good with it, Now, there's different things on here. Now, it pulsates and vibrates. See the bubbles?
Yeah.
Dr. Scholl made it happen. Actually, that's my mom's. So, yeah.
My mom had one too.
You can go to sleep on that, can't you? It's like, does it feel comfortable?
Yeah, it looked pretty good. It's a
Nice.
little hotter when you turned it on, start pumping. Pump that hotter water.
Well, it will, but it's, yeah. Well, you'll have to do this probably many times to soften those nails, because I'm not an expert. I didn't go to school or stay at a Holiday Inn or anything, but to clip your nails, I don't want them to crack and then split into your toe and cause more medical issues. But Doug, we got to get your feet fixed up, man. Your legs. I could see why you probably collapsed in the parking lot at McDonald's and had to go to the emergency room. I just find it hard to believe that they did nothing about this condition. Of course, you know, they inspected it, but I don't know, man. Did you go to Hamilton? Okay. Well, either way. You seem to keep getting these bags of treats that I've never seen before. What are they?
I'm not really sure what those are. They're some kind of Mexican.
Where'd you get them?
Dealio or something. A woman came by, car, and gave it. Give them back.
Oh, nice. Cool beans. Are they tasty?
Yeah. They're rather filling. Those were.
All right. Well, that's good.
They're real solid.
Okay.
Almost like a biscuit.
I'm actually on a limited schedule today. I'm just doing a follow-up. I'm sorry I didn't get here yesterday, as I said it would. Your air shut off. It's only 86. I can fix it. Oh, actually, it's gone. Okay, my fault. Mine doesn't work. But yeah, my mom's about 20 years older than you are, and she's got a bunch of medical things as well. And I'm trying to get the air fixed. I think I narrowed it down. But okay. Do you have any question? I might have some really good news. Oh, by the way, I stopped at Walmart today, and your van's safe and sound. Everything's cool.
Good.
Now, in the meantime, before I come back, would you like me to stop and get you anything?
You wouldn't want to get what I want. You talk about from my van?
Yeah.
Only thing I could use my chair, and you know how heavy that sucker is to move around.
Your chair. I mean, you got a chair here and a bed.
Yeah.
I mean, you sit upright 352 days a year in your van.
I know.
Okay. Well, please take advantage of the resources that are available to you. I'm just one guy. You know, I've got my own issues going on. Not like this. You know, to me, that's desperately amazing. And, you know, people have said, hey, you got to ask them the hard questions, and that's why I'm here.
I have talked to the doctors about that stuff, and they aren't really worried about it at all.
They're not worried about it.
Right, they're not worried about that surface stuff.
They're not worried about gangrene setting in.
It's not gangrene. I can go in.
Okay, what do you call all this colored moldy stuff on your legs?
I have no idea, but I've had it a dozen times.
Okay. Do you know what gangrene is?
I don't know what causes it exactly, but I know what.
Well, it's from a serious ass infection, and that's exactly what you got. They didn't give you any medication for your legs.
Well, I got that other stuff over there. I need like a towel or something like that to lay it on there before I put that on my legs.
Okay. I brought you lotion, shampoo, body wash, body wipes. Have you used any of it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
A bunch of body wipes.
Yeah. Well, at least there's that. But all right, man. I just find it hard to help somebody who really doesn't make the effort to help themselves. You've had this foot massager for 2 days, and you can't say right now that doesn't feel good.
That felt pretty decent.
Okay.
I was just waiting for those stuff to show up. You showed me, remember, you showed that stuff in there to loosen the nail.
Oh, well, no, that's just to help soften the nails. You could use that any time for, you know, general purpose, but the whole bag's right there. You'll need a little shake or two on there, you know, and, you know, you'd be good to go. All right, man. I had to stop at the hardware store and get some parts for my furnace, and hopefully this works. You know, it's a mess. So, all right, give me some. Good to see you, man. All right, like I said, I brought you some more snacks. You got plenty of waters. I didn't even grab one. No big deal. But boy, Now, is your phone? You say it was AT&T?
Yeah.
Okay. When was the last time you talked to your disability attorney?
It's been a while, but you don't have to figure out where he went.
You need to figure out where your attorney went?
I'm just going to change to a different punch. The hospital's got some people that work and they use the hospital information and stuff.
So you don't have the Text Now app where you could be calling from your room here?
I've tried it multiple times on my phone. It just doesn't work, or I don't know how to set that one to take.
Okay. And you don't know if your phone's unlocked or not? All right. I'm pretty sure the second I leave, you're going to take your feet out of there.
Yeah.
And, you know, if that doesn't help you, I don't know what does. You know, your feet ache. You have a hard time getting around. I'm just calling it how it is. I'm sorry. But I am worried about you. And
especially after the days when I fell out of bed last night.
You fell out of the bed last night?
I haven't done that since I was a kid. Don't know why.
Well, I will say this. I will say this, it's happened to me. Actually, you know, a few times. When I was a youngster, we had bunk beds, me and my brother. And I rolled off the top bunk and crashed to the floor. My mom come running up the stairs. And I went right back to sleep. I had no idea.
Yeah, when you're little kids,
you're made out of rubber.
Yeah, you bounce off anything.
Yeah, you could jump off the roof and be cool. But, all right, buddy.
That's like you running down the driveway and all the rocks and stuff, barefooted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's no big deal.
I used to run faster.
A tiny rock now. I'm like, oh, God.
Oh, yeah. It's like you need surgery or something. No, I had I always took my shoes off when I played football when I was a kid. You know, just in the backyard type thing, because I could run way faster barefooted. Now if I got bare feet, I can't, like the smallest stone, a popcorn seed. You know. All right, man.
Grass is too far.
Yeah, tall grass gets stuck between your toes. But, okay, man. I guess I'll talk to you. So, I'm not guaranteeing tomorrow, but today's Saturday, and what is this, day 4?
I think so.
Yeah. All right. I think Tuesday is the 1st. So, yeah. Use that to its, you know, to the best of your ability. You got to soften those toes, because if you already say it's hard to walk, you can't put your shoes on. You got extended nails that are growing awkwardly. And in order to get you fixed up, we got to be able to clip them. But this would be like trying to take, you know, scissors to a roof shingle. If you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to do. And I don't want to cause any further damage. You know. But my Lord, I'm worried about your. That's, you know. You got to take your meds. You got to take your meds. But all right, buddy.
Well, I understand it. Oh, so white stuff's not fungus. It's like dead skin or something.
Well, then they would chafe it off, and it's called debridement, and they'll remove the old skin, because all that's doing is just compounding the issue. And I can't believe they just said that, oh, that's normal, you know, don't worry about it. You know, I'm just telling you how it is. It's like, I feel that that's nonsense.
They just said it looks like it's really bad, but it isn't. It's just an annoyance more than anything else. Skin.
Okay. They didn't say what it was. Is it from low circulation? Is it from diabetes? Is it from heart problems?
What is that stuff called? When you got, I think it's what it was from. When you got what do they call them? Starts with, I have terrible night.
I don't know, have any idea what you're talking
The
about.
bile that goes through your body.
Yeah. What about it?
Well, I have a hard time getting it back out of my legs.
It has nothing to do with, bile has nothing to do with your legs.
It actually does. It gets the blood system goes down. It's called,
okay.
Crap. There's two names. One of them's a type of cancer. The other one is this.
All right. I've never heard of bile having to transfer your legs. That's a digestive thing.
It's not bile from your stomach.
I think it's produced by the liver and stored in the pancreas. Or I'm sorry,
It's from your lymph nodes and stuff like that.
no, not
You know
bile.
how you got, well, so what they told me it was.
All right.
I can never
Well,
get them to really explain.
I'm not going to argue I'm not going to argue what you've been told, but I just have to tend on a different thing.
Yeah.
So you say you have bile in your legs.
It's something like that.
Okay.
It apparently gets in your blood and it goes around and supposedly it cleans out.
Okay.
And it doesn't want to come up out of my legs.
Well, I guess there's that. You know, I got something to look forward to. But all right. Well, stay in there for 4 hours, man. You know.
Can you do me one favor? Grab that towel off this floor right here.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm going to have to go pee for 4 hours in here.
This one here?
Yeah, just stop it up.
Yeah, this is a slippery slope. You know. I took a slip a little while ago. But all right, buddy. I'm gonna check on you, man. Want you to think long and hard about what you want to do about this, because it's certainly not cool.
Oh, I know.
Well,
They're really.
you have to be proactive instead of reactive. You know, I'm just telling you, man. You know, it's like, how many people have helped you in the last year?
In what way?
And just besides bringing you pizzas and double cheeseburgers and giving you a couple bucks here and there, as far as actual help.
Just, you know.
Okay, so why do you think I'm here? Because I'm here to try to help. Because I care. I give a shit. But
Believe me, I absolutely love not to have any of that out there.
well, then we got to do something about it. I mean, that's the deal. I mean, do you want to be a dual amputee in a motorized wheelchair? Because that's what's going to happen. You see that purple line that they drew on your leg? You know what that is?
I had an infection in the leg when I was in the hospital and I had red coming up my leg.
Okay.
And that was where they was marking for the top part of it.
All right. And it's approaching that purple mark. When was that?
No, it was a much darker red than that. That's the normal stuff.
Well, when did they draw the line?
That was probably a month and a half ago.
Okay, so 6 weeks, you still got the purple mark on there.
Permanent marker.
Well, it's permanent on paper and other things, but not skin.
It does a pretty good job. 'Cause I scrubbed the crap out of it several times
All right.
to get it to come off.
Well, I'm just saying. I have to, you know, sorry to play hardball. I don't mean to hurt your feelings in any way, but, you know, that's kind of the way, you know, people are looking at this, and I'm trying to do the best of my ability to try to help you out. And, but I can't help you if you won't help you. I'm sure you understand that. All right, with that being said, something to chew on. I'm gonna head out so I can actually try to fix my AC at the crib and enjoy the AC while you got it. I'm worried about the culture shock when you get out of here and it's 100 degrees.
The last few days I'm gonna cut it down to practically nothing. So you get warm.
Well,
not got
I see what you're saying. Yeah, kind of prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.
I used to do that when I went to work. You know, 'cause it was really hot in work.
Yeah.
When I went on the way in, though, I wouldn't never have no AC.
Turn the heat on in your car. Yeah. Hey, that makes sense. That's good thinking. All right. You could almost take a butter knife and scrape all that skin off. You know, I'm just saying, if it's dead skin, it's not helping you. But, you know, just my thoughts. All right, buddy. Yeah, hang out. Enjoy the rub. Is it becoming more comfortable?
Temperature.
Oh, fantastic. All right, I'll talk to you later. All right, have a good one, buddy. Well, friends, you saw what just happened, and I hated to portray myself as a dick, but at the same time, it's like, look, you know, how long can this continue? You know, you got some immediate help to get you set up, and this is a prime time opportunity to take advantage of this. I really don't believe he's showered not one time. It's really, you know, none of my business, but at the same time, and it's like, wow, you know, I get a lot of emails. I got mixed thoughts on this. It gets me a little emotional in a way, but then again, it's hard not to. All right, with that being said, tomorrow's a new day. Perhaps hope is on the horizon. Well, I mean, hope is always there, but maybe better things. All right, we're gonna sign out, man. I hope you enjoy this, and sorry if you got, you know, angry with me, but somebody's got to do it.